What's going on, guys? Carlos here from Live Gaming Paradise. We are back again with another tutorial for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and this time we are hunting a shrine in Goron City, and this is near the Death Mountain in the Eden Mountains. You have to go to the shrine that you saw at the beginning where I've just traveled to, and by the right hand side of the shrine there's going to be a cart and some tracks across the lava. So what you have to do here is get on the cart and then use your stance power to freeze the car and then just hit it a few times so we can, with momentum, go on the tracks and get to the other side, which is where we want to go to. The shrine itself is hidden under a cave, so you might have heard it beep before when we were doing one of the missions here, but because it's hidden under a cave, you probably didn't see it. So keep using your stance and hit the car so the car can go across the tracks all the way until the end of the track. It's up and down, so you know it might take a bit of time for you to get there, but the shrine is on the Eden Mountains, under the Eden Mountains. So once you reach the end, the shrine itself is the test. It's not this is not a shrine quest to get there. It's just a way of getting there to the shrine. But the shrine is the quest. So it's quite a tough one. I mean, not majorly tough, but you know there's quite some things in there that you need to be aware of in order to complete the shrine successfully. But we're just getting really close to it, and my shrine radar is beeping already because we're really getting really close. It's just further on, as you can probably see. It's quite difficult to discern the shrines when they're in lava because the color of the shrine itself is like a lava, so it's difficult to tell. So this is the shrine. So when you get to the end of the tracks, just get out of your cart. It's the Shora Hah shrine. These names are fantastic. I can never spell these names or pronounce these names properly. So let's get inside of the shrine and see what awaits us. It's quite a long one. It's quite a long shrine. The quest inside of it is quite long, so be prepared to spend a few minutes trying to do probably a few tries in order to complete this shrine properly. So once we're inside, we are faced with spikes straight away. Like as soon as you get out of the shrine, there's spikes everywhere. Okay, so this one is pretty easy. You know, you just use your magnet or magnesis and hold the spikes up, and then just run underneath like you've done before with the blocks of ice. I don't know if you've seen that video. If you didn't see it, it's quite a good video on that. That I released previously. So let's go and use our magnet and lift those spikes up, and once you lift them you just have to run underneath it and just keep walking until you get to the spikes or to the area where the block is, and then just run. And then you've got the first it's like a light torch holder. So just ignore that one for now because you can't do it with normal fire. You need to do it with blue fire, and the blue fire is just up those stairs over there, as you can see. So there's 2 blocks in here. If you want the chest on the left, you're gonna have to climb. You have to align them as a step and climb on top of one and then go on to the next one. But just be careful because as soon as you fall from anywhere on this quest, you'll just die. 100%. There's no escaping it. So try to make it a little bit, you know, a distance not too great, because or else Link won't be able to jump across. So on this first one here, you get the royal bow, and then you need to go back to where you came from. Just jump back onto the metal blocks on the railings, and align them straight now to the path. So you can climb up there and get your blue flame. The easiest way I did it, the easiest way I managed to do this is by using arrows. There is a torch up here next to the other where the blue fire is, but I didn't want to do it with a torch because the torch is, you know, it's going to be more difficult. So if you've got plenty of arrows, it's worth doing it with arrows. First time didn't work. Let's try a second time now. So do it like that. Just set your arrow on fire and then just shoot the torches at the end. So once you do this one, again, much easier to do it with arrows than this next lighting of the other torch, than to do it with the torch, because you have to go through the water. Like that, you can just shoot it from over here and boom, that's it. Very easy. Now the left one, this one was a bit tricky, but as long as you timed it correctly, it should be okay. It shouldn't take you too much time to do. The water just now stopped, so there's less of a challenge to do this. So light up your arrow again and boom. Very easy. I did it in a couple of times. So the stairs now complete, so go back again to where you came from, to where the original torch was, and turn right, and there's going to be something that you need to step on in order to complete this this bit here. So when you step on this one, be very careful. Something is going to fall towards you, a spiky ball. Just get your magnesis and just hit it. And this ball is useless. You don't need it for anything, so you can just throw it in the lava if you want to. It makes no difference. I carried it with me because I wasn't aware that I didn't need it. So I carried it with me, but you don't need to carry it with you. Just throw it in the lava. It should be all right. And then there's 4 guardians here, so just be careful with them. I use this ball to just smash a couple of them. It's quite difficult to maneuver this ball, so but I managed to smash one of them. And oh, 2 of them actually. I didn't even realize. But yeah, so just get rid of all of these guys here. And see what's inside of those chests. There's another one in there. Yeah, there we go. Just pick up all the bits that they drop and see what's inside of the chests. And again, the spiky ball is pretty useless. It's just in the way most of the time. You're gonna need to get the torch from that lift where you shot it, that comes above the lava. You need to get your arrow from there so you can light up the torches by the entrance here. There's only one at the moment, so yeah, if you want, you can throw this ball away. You don't need it for anything. So go and get your torch from here. Just light up your arrow, and then all you need to do is just shoot the other side. Shoot the torch hole, the torch bearer by the entrance, and it should be okay. There we go. And then the gates are gonna open. Now you got 3 more in here. Again, go and get your arrows out. If you've got something else, if you've got a torch, you can get that, but it's not necessary. But in here is a bit tricky, so you need to light those 2 torches at the same time. So go by the side, because or else the sprinklers will come on and they will extinguish the flames that you've just lit. So they need to be lit at the same time. So go on the side and then shoot, and you'll be able to light them at the same time. So light the next one. I wasn't very successful there, but I should be alright the second time. There we go. So the second one is lit, and now you've got the same sort of scheme where you need to light those 2 torches at the same time, so the water sprinklers will stop. It might take you a couple of attempts, but it should be alright. Now, as you can see, the water is alright. The water continues, but because the two platforms are in the center and the wind is coming from the bottom, you enable the wind by lighting those 2 fire bearers in the center. So you can, from here, you can light up the other one. I mean, you don't need to. You can just go and land on the second one, and then you'll be able to do it. But if you don't want to land on the second one, then yeah, just go one by one. So light up your arrows again, and then as soon as you light one, then it's alright. As long as it's in your in the platform that you're working in, then it's gonna be okay, because you can light everything else afterwards. So again, we're just spreading the fire from one end to the next, because you need to take this fire right up to the end, or else the shrine itself, the shrine where the guy is that will give you the orb, it won't open. So in here, use your stance to freeze the water, and then use your magnesis to move the platform with the fire to the other side. Again, you got some more wind in here. You can just fly across, literally. When you get to this side here, you got two chests. You got one on the left and one on the right. You can use the wind to go higher and then land on the little platform. It's quite tricky, so you might need to do it a couple of times, but it's very doable. So this one here is gonna have a wooden sword, which is a forest dweller sword. This one is very handy because you can light it on fire. So if you haven't got a torch and you want to use a torch from now on, this is a good equivalent. You'll be able to light it on fire and carry it with you. From this point onwards, you really don't need to use arrows. So if you want to save on your arrows and get the sword, it's worth getting. So now the other one on the other side. I almost fell in here, very clumsy. So go to this side here, get another one, and then you're going to get some rupees, if I'm not mistaken, on this side. Here we go. So 100 rupees, which always comes handy. So you have to jump towards that wind so you can come up again. So just be careful with that, because I fell onto the lava twice to try to get it on there. So now that you've got the sword, the wooden sword, you can just light it on fire and come down here. I had to do this sequence twice. So there's going to be some guardians around this area, exactly where I'm walking in. I've killed them already. I had to do it twice, so just be aware of it. When you get in here, just light the first torch and then use your spinning power, and you need to light them all at the same time. So I hope you find this video useful. If you can, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!